Good morning, students. How are you, students? Students, as you know, your civics is going on, and in civics chapter 5, women change the world. This chapter is going on, and in the last class, we have discussed about different opportunity of the women and about some few character of the women power such as Rukaiya Shekhawat Hussain, Rasundari Devi, Ramabai, and this character we have understood about different character and the women power also, and in which situation they learn how to read and how to write. Now, students, today we are going to discuss about schooling and education today. Now, about your today's topic. Schooling and education today. Today we have to discuss about this topic, schooling and education today. Means about a modern time, about present time, which type education is going on, and students are participating in the present time, modern time or not. What was the situation earlier time? What is the situation of the current time? We have to know about all the census 2011, and we will compare to the last census in this topic. You know, student, a census is held every 10 years. I have told to you in a last class, about the census, who started, and the census is held every 10 years. And in India, and to find also the total population, various aspects of the population, literacy, etc. We can know through the census about all the literacy and education policy, also about the literacy rate also in our country. It is a census. It is a best way to understand about the literacy rate, the schooling child, small child are going to school or not. These all the things we can know through the census. As you know, student, as per the 1961 census, 1961 census. It is held per after 10 years. I am talking here about the census of the 1961. About 40% of male were literate. In the 1961, according to 1961 census, about 40% male were literate, and they could at least write their names. Only 15% of all girls and women could write their name. Male 40% and female only 15%. According to this census, the male who were literate about 40% male, and the female scenario were 15%. You can see the differences between the male and female literacy rate. So you can understand about the differences among the male and female. And in the latest census 2011, census 2011, the latest, you know, after that 2011 it will be the census in 2021. After this year 2020 is going on, and after this year in the 2021 the census is held. Now according to current census 2011, these figures have risen to 82.1% for male and 65.46% for the girls and women. According to this census, male literacy rate of the male 82.14% and female literacy percentage 65.46%. You can see and you can understand about literacy rate of the male and the female. This was according to 1961. The ratio was male 40% literate and female 15%. At the current census 2011, according to this census, the male literacy rate percentage 82.14% and the female ratio means literacy rate 65.46% literacy rate. You know what is the literacy rate? Literate means such as people who are educated, means he or she can know about the write the name, read and write both. He or she can read and write, then we call a literate people. The result of the two census tell us that the literacy rate for the male and female have increased. You can see through this section, anyone can see and can say also that according to 2011 the literacy rate has been increased between the male and the female. So literacy rate increased for both male and female, but the gap between the literacy men and women has still not been bridged substantially, and there are several reasons why children of the various castes leave school at different ages. The question is here, student, there are several reasons why children at various castes leave school at different age. This is clear from the study of a table that shows the percentage of girls and boys who drop out of school from different social groups, and the dropout rate of the SC and ST girls are more than that of all girls, meaning that Dalit and Adivasi girls are less likely to remain in school and finish their education. As per 2011 census, more Muslim girls drop out from the school than SC and ST girls. A Muslim girl remain in school for about 3 years. Student, data has been given in your book of the 2014-15. It has been given about all the boys, and there is all the SC, ST, boys, girls ratio. You can see and you can understand through the data about schooling percentage of the girls and boys, and how much percentage of such a student who drop out school, and girls, especially for the girls, SC and STs. Clear, student? So simply you can understand the ratio of the boys and girls from other communities study for around 4 years. The dropout rate of the girls is more than that of boys. The question is here, why mostly girls are leaving school than the boys? What is the problem? Means parents are not supporting to the children or any other problem. The ratio is a very gaping ratio is a very large. The dropout the school and about is girls and especially ST girls. Why? What is the reason the mostly girls students are leaving school? Why? You know student, the dropout rate of girls is more than that of boys. The reason why children from the lower classes leave school early are, what is the reason why the children from a lower classes leave school? What is the reason? The reason are lack of proper schools in the rural area. Lack of proper school in the rural area. Today we can also see in today's time there are very lackness of the proper school in a rural area, in the interior area. And maybe second point, lack of good teacher in a rural area. Lack of good teacher in a rural area. With this, poverty. Poverty is the main cause. Poverty. Many families do not have enough income to educate girls. So they concentrate on giving education only to boys. They want to educate to boys children and they facing a problem of money and not giving education to the girls student. They say about the education of the boys. And one more reason, there are more reason, lack of proper convenience for going to school. Lack of proper convenience for going to school. In present time you can see through the news channel in many hilly areas or flood area having a very jugaad technology. You can understand not a proper system of the bridge, of the road, and in hilly area mostly people face the problem and nothing hospital also there. So in modern era, we are living in a 21st century. In modern era, we haven't a proper system of the modern facilities. With this, one more reason, the people, the children drop out the school. Discrimination on the basis of caste. Discrimination on the basis of caste. We know that Article 17 banned the discrimination, untouchability also, but we know in modern time, in today also, people of the lower caste facing a problem of discrimination of untouchable, Dalit people, SC/ST people. So discrimination on the basis of caste, it is a big problem. In present time, the children drop out the schooling, leaving a schooling education. Now we have to know one new topic, women's movement. Your topic is women's movement. Women's movement in earlier time also and in modern time also, women started so different type movement also as such an spiritual movement started by women. You know, student, the struggle of women to gain equally with men in the society. The struggle of women to gain equality with men in the society may be termed as the women's movement. The main objective of women movement is spreading awareness and fighting discrimination. It also tries to seek justice and equal status in society. The women wants also a equal status, equal opportunity everywhere, and its aim is to fight violence against women and protect women against sexual harassment at workplaces. We can see through the serial, through the movie or news channel, every day we can see about a sexual harassment of the women at workplace also. So how they can feel very simple. And the women start a movement to getting equal opportunity. Now with this we have to know about campaigning. Campaigning. You know what is campaigning, student? Campaigning, many organizations of women are spreading awareness against domestic violence. Some of them are supported by men. The government has taken strict measures The government had taken a strict measure to uplift the status of women in India, and some are few. The National Commission for Women was set up by an act of the Parliament in 1990 to safeguard the rights and legal entitlement of women. And Supreme Court also the formulated guideline in 1997 to protect women against sexual harassment in educational institution and workplace. And the clear guideline by the Supreme Court and also government also about protect against sexual harassment in educational institution and workplace also. A law has passed in 2006 also to give women who face physical and mental violence, such as women are facing mental and physical violence within their homes, domestic violence and legal protection by the court, and they are getting violence in home also. It is called domestic violence. Laws of Inheritance for Women, Hindu Succession Amendment Act 2005. According to this act, the women also getting an inheritance in the father's money, property, and was passed in 2005 by the Parliament. The law envisaged that all sons, daughters and their mothers will get an equal share of the fathers will get an equal share of father's agricultural land. According to this act, the daughter also are eligible to getting a father's property, the parent property. you can say Patrick Sampatti. And this law in the favor of the girl child, daughters and parents cannot avoid to this act. And women groups also, and this law is applicable to the Hindu community only. Very important point. This law applicable to the Hindu community only. And with this, women groups campaign against dowry death. As a result, laws are formed to punish those families who seek dowry money from bride's family. Special measures have been taken by the government to ensure equal rights to education for girls and women also. With this student, with this you should know about equal opportunity to the girls, to the women, and government also aware to all the girls and women also about different type laws making by a Supreme Court or launched by our government also. And special measures have been taken by the government to ensure equal right to education for girls and women. And government also availing to all the people, to all the girls and women about a different laws. Firstly, when you will know about your rights, then you can follow about your rights. Through government effort, women now have access to affordable and quality health care. They are the women are aware about a different type health care issues also and equal opportunity to getting in our society. And strict measures have been taken to check child marriage, child abuse and female infanticide. Now about the last topic, raising awareness and protesting. Raising awareness. Raising awareness in order to spread awareness about the right to equality and for eradication of violence against women. Women's movement propagate its message through rallies, protest, street plays, and through the media. So, students, in a modern time, we have a different type of rights, especially for the women, for the girls, to raising awareness. And an important part of the women's movement work to raise public awareness on women's rights issues. And their message also has been spread through street plays, song and public meeting. Means they have chance. They have chance to spread the message. And which type they spread the message? Through the street play, song or public meeting. But only they have to aware to all the women. Now, such as I told about your last topic, protesting. Through protesting, the women's movement raises the voice when the violation against women take place, or for example, when a law or policy act against their interest. When a law or policy act against their interest means welfare. Public rallies or demonstrations are a very powerful way of drawing attention to injustice. When the women feel that about injustice, they start a movement, protest, and strike also. And these different type powers they are getting by Supreme Court and also by getting our government also. Now student, in this way your chapter has been finished, Women Change the World, and through this chapter you have known about women power and how they have a different type of rights, how they can arise issues, movement, and with this about a campaign also they have a different type of rights. So your chapter has been finished. Now note down your homework. Why is the girls' education lack in the comparison? Why is the girls' education lack in the comparison? In the comparison of boys. Second, who was Pandit Ramabai? Who was Pandit Ramabai? Your first homework, why is the girls' education lack in the comparison of boys? Your second question, who was Pandit Ramabai? Note down your homework. Okay student, have you noted your homework? Good. Now thank you. We will meet in the next class.